Hey guys, welcome to City Walk here, and today I'm bringing you some Diana Jungle.
I speak only truth.
So, the reason that we're doing some Diana Jungle today is not because she's free this week, but because I truly do believe that she is a good jungler and she's really a lot of fun. So if you haven't played her before, she's a blast. You really need to try her out.
My eyes are
but
open.
right off the beginning, like I always promise, as long as I can possibly do this, I do want to give some shout outs to a couple of the subscribers, new subscribers that we got to the channel. We did have a private subscriber, so I don't know your name, but you know who you are. And I do greatly appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Digital Prime and Panda Smacks. Cha! That's my smacking motion. But anyway, with Diana, you want to start with your W, and I'm gonna be going over some of the basics, not only just jungling and lower elo, but how to play Diana as well. So with the W, what it does is it gives you a shield and 3 little glowing spheres that spin around you. And as these spheres hit the jungle creeps or enemy champions, it gives you more of a shield. They deal damage and give you more of a shield. So I'm going to show you here on the blue buff when it spawns, which spawns at 155, by the way. What you want to do. She's a pretty healthy jungler. She doesn't have any lifesteal or spell vamp. So the shield really helps make up for that in the jungle. It helps keep her healthy. She's a really healthy jungler for an AP. So if you're looking for a good AP champion, this is really why I want to bring this to you guys. I want to show you that you can use Diana very successfully in the jungle. So just want to keep that shield up. And with Diana, the good thing that really helps her besides that shield in the jungle is her passive. And her passive, basically every every third strike she deals additional magic damage, and it's AoE. So you can see that as I'm hitting these creeps here, these jungle camps. She's doing AoE damage and additional magic damage when that passive goes off. So therefore you do want to use some runes, some attack speed runes on her, because it helps maximize her damage. Looks like red buff's a little bugged out today. But something like a Nashor's Tooth is really good on her, and that's generally after my jungle item. That's the first item I'm going to go on her. So you get your E third, and what your E does is it allows you to get close, and then within this radius it pulls in enemy targets and slows them. So it'll pull them in, then it'll provide a slow. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a gank off here or not. No, not at all. Wave is pushing up just a little bit too much, so we'll go back to farming. Diana is a fairly farm-heavy champion. She's not the greatest ganker in the world, especially pre-6, and I'll show you what her ult does once we get to level 6. It's really a great gap closer, and so it allows it within that radius. You jump to the enemy, which you can jump to minions and camps, and that's really good. If you hit them with Moonlight or Crescent Strike, which applies Moonlight,
I will be heard.
then you can jump to either the creep or the enemy champion without any cooldown cost. So the cooldown's instantly refreshed, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll show you that once I get to level 6. Oh, of course, we give up first blood. When do we not give up first blood? It seems like my teams always give up first blood. It's no big deal, we'll make up for that. Maybe not right now, but we'll make up for it sometime.
The moon also rises.
Let's see if maybe we can get something going on here.
They could not break me.
maybe flash here.
I speak only truth.
No, okay. Well, Jinx was just a little too scared to go in, but anyway, since we can't get a decent gank off, we'll go ahead and farm up some more.
Deny me no
So you get
longer.
that additional shield when all three of those orbs explode. Which is what you want to do. You want
They
to
would
make sure
not
that you get
listen.
all three of those hit on that jungle camp. Just checking my buff timers there. Just like every other video, you want to constantly check your buff timers, and you want to be in the know. They do have an enemy Rengar jungler, so that is one thing you want to keep in mind. What the enemy jungler is, where he might be. And you always want to go back on your first back and get a spirit stone. And I am going to get my classic pink
Chosen
ward.
of the moon.
Always like to get a pink ward. I like to keep one up at all times if possible. I think every champion or every player in the game should always buy at least one pink ward and have one down at all times. If everybody would do that, you would have so much crazy vision control. And
Dusk
I guarantee
approaches.
you would win so many more games. The likelihood of your winning would go skyrocketing.
Follow no
Okay, let's see if
false
he
light.
decides to go for this pink ward or not. Not really sure what he's doing here. Not really what we wanted. Usually I can get those pink wards to stay up for a long
My
time.
eyes are
Unfortunately,
open.
Rengar walked right into it as soon as I laid it down.
They leave me no choice.
So no reason to really watch while we're killing our camps, other than when we need to use some of our cooldowns. Blue buff is up now.
Embrace the night.
Having a ward on the other side of the buff whenever you're going to get it is extremely helpful. A lot of people don't do that. And you want to make sure you always know who's on the, if there's anybody on the other side of the buff while you're taking it, because they may have you warded, and then they can just smite steal really easily. And whenever you go to smite, also I do point this tip out quite a bit, is use one of your abilities as you're smiting at the same time. And what that does is it provides a big spike of damage. So now I can show you the cooldown, or the Q, and the ultimate cooldown. See, I use my R to jump that wall, and since I use my Q on the monster, on the minion there. Okay, I'm gonna back off and show you. I use my Q and my smite at the same time. That way, if Rengar were to come up here
I cannot turn
and
back.
just he's wanting to smite, he wouldn't be able to do as much damage as I'm doing. Therefore, it gives me a higher likelihood that I'm going to be able to hit the buff and not have it
I
stolen.
will be heard.
So checking the lanes.
Dusk approaches.
Checking stores and items. You know, that's something you constantly want to do. You want to check
Follow no
to see
false light.
how far ahead people are, how far behind people are. If you have a blue buff, a really good thing to do is to QR quite a bit on the camps. It helps you clear them much
They could
faster.
not
So
break
the
me.
blue buff gives you your mana back really fast. So you can Q and then you can R so that your Q down on your ultimate is constantly refreshed.
Deny me no longer.
Don't forget to use smite whenever your buffs aren't up and you're not going for an objective like Dragon or Baron.
They would not
Just hope you clear the camps as
listen.
fast as you can, so that you can try to get some ganks off and stuff, which is what I'm looking for right now. I'm not really finding anything good at the moment. So normally what you want to do is,
moon
whenever you
also
can't find a good gank,
rises.
just constantly farm. Time management is huge. Huge in League. You have to constantly be doing something or working for something.
Embrace the night.
So you constantly have to be farming, you constantly have to be pressuring something. You gotta be making good use of your time at all times. So I know Top's having a struggle right now, so I'm gonna run up here and help.
My eyes are
So this is a
open.
little bit dangerous. Get that slow. And then we can ult. And since we had the instant cooldown, I hit the Q on him and then I ulted him. My cooldown came back up. And then I could ult again. Even if your Q doesn't come back up again, at least you can get two ultimates in, you know, really rapid succession. So
My
that's what I did
eyes
right
are
there, and I was able
open.
to pick up that kill pretty easily. So like I said, time management, big thing. Constantly,
Follow no false light.
constantly be doing something, farming, pushing towers, something. I see a lot of people just wasting time, like they're just standing around or they're standing in a bush waiting for a gank to happen. Don't do that. If it's not happening immediately, go do something else because you're wasting your time. You don't want to do that. It's a big thing, and that's gonna help you.
The moon
Big time.
also rises.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in on that. No way. So I really need to back right now, because I've got a lot of gold. They should be able to. They should be able to defend this tower easily. Get some boots. Oop. Stinger. So we're gonna start getting our attack speed, and I want to get my pink ward back. Like I said, I like to keep it up at all times,
Chosen
and I
of
want to keep
you.
another ward on me at all times. So keeping these wards on me. A lot of people don't ward, especially a lot of junglers you see that don't ward. Junglers are all over the map. If you're jungling, you need to put wards down.
They would
Because you're
not
going everywhere.
listen.
It takes the burden off of your team. And I know everybody always wants to buy more damage, more items, but that's not always the best thing to do.
I speak only truth.
Alright, so red buff is up. We're gonna run up here and get our red buff.
Embrace
Actually, I
the night.
may look for a gank if he wants to hang around. Go ahead and place my pink ward down. Good thing I did, because I was standing on a ward.
I will be heard.
Which reminds me, usually, when I find a ward like that, you need to trade out your trinket, warding trinket, for a sweeper. And it's definitely time to do that. I should have done that on my last back, but it's okay. I'll do it on the next one, hopefully, if I can remember. Okay, so see how I did that? Q, R, it's instantly refreshed because I have blue buff. It just helps me clear the camp faster. This is not a really gank heavy game. I usually do gank a lot, a whole lot, even with Diana, but today I can't really. There we go.
Also rises.
That's how it's done, boys. So Diana is decent because we get the Stinger and we're gonna get Nashor's Tooth eventually. She does help take towers down pretty quick, and you always, like I always say, you always want to press your advantage anytime you can. So we want to get that tower down, get our team that global gold. But it looks like we're going to trade towers this time. Not ideal, but not the end of the world either. He could probably push that really hard right now.
Turret has been destroyed.
J4 should have been pushing that tower the whole time.
Chosen of the moon.
Okay, so he's
I
getting
cannot turn back.
chased right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and back. We'll finish our stinger and start working towards some more Nashor's Tooth. Eventually, we do want to build some health on her because she's really squishy.
Dusk approaches.
But, I mean, she's not supposed to be a tank by any means at all. Go ahead and get this, might as well. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you do want to build a little bit of survivability on her because she's so squishy that she'll jump into team fights or jump into situations, bad situations, and just get blown up instantly. And you gotta have a little bit of health. You gotta have something to keep you alive. I usually go for like a Leandries or a I don't know. We'll have to see. It just depends on the situation.
I speak only truth.
How I'm feeling, like what I need at the time. And I just can't get those pink wards to last this game. Yeah. No way I was gonna go in on that anyway. A really bad idea.
They could not break me.
Okay, so we got some really good attack speed, but they're gonna be able to push us off. You constantly, something else you gotta keep in mind all the time, and I learned this, I've said it before, but I learned it from Reginald from TSM. Professional mid laner, one of the best mid laners of his day, anyway. But one time he said, you have to constantly evaluate every situation before you go into it. And ever since then, you know, that's helped my game just to,
My eyes
before
are
you
open.
dive into anything, think, is this going to benefit my team? Are we going to gain something from doing this? Or is the likelihood of me dying really high? And even if I do, is it worth it? Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's not. Oh, shoot. I can't take another shot. Oh. I got stunned there. It's alright, we get a tower out of it. Very good. I get an assist, so I'm happy about that. We might get 2 towers out of it, actually. We gotta watch for a Rengar bolt. Okay, so now we wanna tell our team, hey, Dragon's up. When we get this tower and swing over there to it. So as you're coming over to Dragon, ward it up. The red buff's up. I want to keep that in mind.
Dusk approaches.
But right now, this is more important. We'll let him tank. Dragon does do AoE damage now. No big deal though, because we have a lot of damage here. So I'm not gonna be able to get his red buff, but we got our blue, and now yeah, we can finish our Nashor's Tooth. Awesome. Okay, buy in some more wards because wards win games, and that is a proven fact. Many, many times it has been proven. Wards win games. Vision lets you come back, and it lets you get ahead. It does so much. So now I know that my pink ward isn't working over here, so I'm gonna put it in an even safer spot. Well, didn't mean to double ward that, but with Nautilus, but Since that pink ward keeps dying and it's not working out, I want to put it somewhere where it's going to last a long time, or where I think it's going to last a long time. Because I like my pink wards to last as long as I can. But they got to be able to do some good. So since that tower's down now in mid lane, it gives them more opportunity to push up in this area. And therefore I want to place wards down there now. Just so we've still got a lot of information there that we can see if someone's invading or someone's gonna hang out or try and steal some of the farm or something in our jungle. And a pink ward lasts until they destroy it, so that's why I can get them to last so long sometimes.
Embrace the night.
Yeah, I say we push bot actually. It's a good time to swing over there. Okay, so don't forget, keep in mind, evaluate situation. Is this somewhere I want to be? And no, it's not. Oh, I tried to get out of there by ulting over the Shanna, but it didn't work out. Yeah, I was actually walking over there to ward, and their entire team was just sitting there waiting. So that does happen sometimes. You don't have vision control, and you know, as soon as I walked up there, I tried to walk back, but it was too late at that point. Now after this, I usually go ahead and finish my boots, but I get sword shoes, sword boots.
Has destroyed a turret.
I just don't have enough money for them right now.
Ignorant thrall.
I know I said I get Leandries or like something like that, an item like that, but
I will
a lot of
be
times
heard.
depends on situation. But I really like to get Zhonya's Hourglass. Gives us lots of damage, gives us some armor, survivability,
I speak only
and
truth.
and that active indestructible. There we go. J4 just constantly gets those good
They
ults
could
because
not break me.
Garen does not have an escape built into his kit, so he has to rely on Flash to be able to get out of that.
Chosen of
Hopefully
the
their
moon.
blue buff is up. There we go, easy kill.
They would not listen.
Okay, so this is a good ward to place right here.
No false light.
Trying to conserve a little bit of mana right now.
I cannot turn back.
An
So they definitely don't see us here because we got a pink ward shot.
enemy has been slain.
Awesome job. Try and get that Q on him. We're not going to be able to do much here. Let's back off because
I cannot turn back.
I'm out of mana and I got a lot of gold that I'm sitting on, so I want to go ahead and finish my sorcerer's shoes, and then probably go ahead and get a seeker's arm guard, which is going to give me some armor, and we'll work
Chosen
towards
of
our
the moon.
Zhonya's Hourglass. Sometimes it depends on how the team fights go. I may get like this Seeker's Arm Guard and then build like a Giant's Belt or a Ruby Crystal, something to give me some more health, some survivability
eyes
if I'm
are
dying
open.
early in team fights. If not, then just go ahead and build build that damage.
They would
Oh,
not
I see her
stand.
struggling down here. Get my hands off the mouse. So we definitely need to watch this. We don't want to die sitting here.
Haste approaches.
Oh, I was just about to. Well, they got dragon, but we got a kill off of them, so. Ooh, I lagged a little bit there. I hit E a few times before it actually worked. I was trying to pull Garen back away from,
Embrace the night.
what's his face? Or, Jinx. I think that was Jinx he was going after. But yeah, it does pull the enemies back, so you want to keep that in mind. And, you know, I have saved many a teammates before doing that. Look at that ult. See, this is why I like her. She's able to jump in and get these kills like this, clean up. And of course, after you have the damage on her, she does really, really good damage. I'm not going to be able to do much unless they're tanking. No.
An ally has
Too
been
low.
slain. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, so their red is up. I want to run over here and grab that. I'll let him take it. Oh, I might have to smite it. Oh! Yeah, I'm lagging just a little bit. I hit ult, and I was within range, but she didn't go. And so that's why it looked like I fat-fingered my E. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so we're doing
They
just
could
fine
not
actually. We want to build
break
more
me.
damage now since we're not dying. But I do know that I am really squishy. But the Zonias will give me a lot of extra lifespan.
Follow no false light.
Not really any more survivability. I guess you could say it does, but it's gonna keep me alive longer. So yeah, I guess it is survivability. And I don't really want this cannon minion.
I will be heard.
Okay, good. We get a ward on Baron. I was just about to say we
I
need to
speak
keep a ward on
only
Baron.
truth.
At this stage in the game, really anytime at around 20 minutes or so, you want to keep a ward on Baron. Just in case they decide to do it
The moon
early.
Also rises.
Usually, most people don't even attempt it before 20, before 25 usually, but it's always a good idea just to keep a ward down. Knowledge is power in this game. So just always keep your wards down and just play it smart. You know, don't take any risks. There's no reason to take any risks really. Unnecessary risks, I guess you could say. I'm not gonna go in on that. Really like Jarvan to be here right now.
They could not break me. I speak only
so-
truth.
We could dance around Baron, but actually doing Baron is very, very questionable. Yeah, I know I have Flash, so I'm not too worried about this. Okay. Oh man, I was gonna try for at least a quadra, but no big deal. I'm not that greedy. That's all we want to do. We want to win the games. We don't want to be overly greedy
My eyes are open.
at all. You don't ever want to be greedy. Yeah, I don't think we can do
will
it,
be
but No, we can't do it. Just back off. Just back off. We can't do it. A lot of teams would have just continued to do it and would have got destroyed.
Dusk approaches.
You can go ahead and take it. I want a little bit of farm. Okay, so you don't want to throw at Baron. That's why I just said, hey, just go ahead and back off. Xerath, anyway, he could ult it from a long range, and he could easily snipe it and take it away from us. This is really not worth it. We don't want to blow a big lead like this. Wait, what's it called? So I could go for a Rylai's, which provides a slow and gives me lots of health. But I think I would rather go for Liandry's, and I'll get a Haunting Geist.
They would
Because
not.
again, we're still doing good on our surviving. And now I can use my Zonias, and so I think we'll be okay. Wow, all that damage. Awesome. All that. So I just want to point out another little tip for you guys. Nobody's being really toxic in this game, but if someone were being toxic, don't fight with them, and don't ever. Ooh, the Penta. The Penta. Can she get the Penta? She cannot get the Penta. But don't ever fight with people. This game's been really quite good to us. And so, no reason to fight with people. Just mute people. Because I've had a lot. What made me think of that was earlier I was doing really good in a game with Diana, and my team started flaming. And holy crap, they were just trying to get a rise out of me so bad, but I wouldn't give in. I just muted them. Now, we got to be careful here. A lot of times when you go for Dragon, especially if it's warded, they will immediately run over to Baron. So while you're doing Dragon, they're doing Baron. I would rather not.
Dusk approaches.
Unless they think they can take it really fast. Yeah, because they're pushing around to Baron. Oh man, I can't. I'm in a bad position. Alright, here we go. We can Baron now. Or we'll just chase this kill. Which I not recommend doing.
Aced.
No, they're there to defend.
Open.
Where's Jinx? Jinx already backed?
The moon also rises.
Oh, no, she died to that. I did not even see that. My bad.
Deny me no longer.
Yeah, gosh, what a big waste of time. I really wanted to go Baron because I knew they were going to be up to be able to win that inhib.
Only truth.
There we go. So, see what I did there? I ulted onto Dragon and... Oh, wow. I didn't even mean to take that. I ulted onto Dragon and then smite it at the same time because I knew they were right over the edge there, and they were going to try to snipe it from me. So definitely in that situation, want to use that damage spike like I was telling you guys before.
Embrace the night.
Sorry if I sound extra nasally today. I haven't been really feeling so great. Should be able. No, can't take it. There we go. That was good teamwork, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to back. He jumps on me. There we go. Alright, so use that Zhonya. See, that's the power of the Zhonyas on Diana. Go ahead. I don't want to chase these kills. I'm gonna let them push them off, and then we're gonna take these towers and win the game. Wow, we even ended with 3.7k in the bank, or in the unspent. Good game. All right, so that's pretty much how you want to play Diana. Like I said, situational. Sometimes you do want to build a little more health, or you want to stop in between building the Zhonyas and build some more survivability, just to keep you alive if you're dying. So you gotta think, oh man, I just died really fast in that team fight. I died way too fast. Okay, so that's gonna be one of two things: either bad positioning, or you don't have enough survivability. So ask yourself, what is it? Is it bad positioning, or do you need more health to help you survive? You can split that up in the middle of Zhonyas, and that's what I like to do anyway. Just one more time, I want to go ahead and thank the subs again. The new sub that was set to private, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Digital Prime, Panda Smack. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and supporting the channel. We're going to continue to grow. We're getting more and more views all the time. So stay tuned for some more, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.